Sorry for the hold up. I know it's been a really long time, but fuck, that's just kind of shit you got to deal with when you're producing your own fucking podcast. So, I ran into a lot of problems and a lot of delays. People caught COVID here, so I couldn't even be here for a couple months. Try to play it safe. Um, COVID is very real, but as for the reactions we're getting, it's definitely overreactions, no doubt about it. There's no reason why the whole state needs to be, the whole country, the whole world needs to be on lockdown over something that doesn't really kill anyone. I mean, sorry if you lost someone from it, but in all honesty, I know someone 50 plus years old with diabetes that caught it and walked it off. I mean, they were sick for maybe a week or two, but they're fine. They're fine. People are losing their fucking businesses. 75% of all businesses in LA, 75% of all restaurants in LA are shut down. Like forever. Crazy. It's fucking ludicrous. So yeah, couldn't be here for a while. Like I said, I'm producing this shit myself. It took a while. It took a while to get back on my feet, but we're back. We're back. I'm gonna try to deliver you guys a lot of content consistently. So, podcast number 3. 3 is my absolute favorite number, so I had to make sure I got you guys right. I got a lot of shit to talk about. Let's see. What do we have to talk about today? Okay. Last time someone disagreed with me on why edibles were psychedelic, and here's why it is. So, what's the exact word? Do I have the exact word? I don't have the exact word for what THC becomes in your stomach acid, but when it combines with stomach acid, it creates a substance that releases in your brain. And here's proof. If you ever close your eyes on a psychedelic, you can see like little flashing stars. If you took enough, you can see like little spots of stars, and that's where you would get some visuals from. But other than that, you're not gonna start seeing shit like geometric patterns. But that's why you get those people that overreact, like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe, because they're on a psychedelic. They're not just on weed, they're on a psychedelic now. It's just not bad for everyone. You gotta be careful with that shit. Okay. What else? So Cali is banning fuel vehicles in I think 2035, which is fucking crazy. It's crazy because let me read this real quick before I start spewing some bullshit out. So just the production, if you have a gas vehicle, you're not gonna get banned or fined for it, but the production of vehicles has to be all electric now. It's crazy though, because in all honesty, I don't know what it says right there, but in all honesty, electric cars are more bad for the environment than gas vehicles, because with a gas vehicle, you just build the vehicle, and I don't know what the process for building the vehicle, just maybe getting metals and combustion, and then the CO2 is, I guess, bad for the environment, but it gives trees food and shit. However, electric vehicle, the production of electric vehicle causes more pollution to the environment than any gas vehicle. Just building the battery alone, it fucks up the environment so much. So the idea that you're gonna ban something to fuck up the environment so much more is crazy. It's definitely not for the environment. It's probably has to do with politics, to be honest. I don't know how they're getting paid off of that, but I'm pretty sure they are. It's definitely not for your safety. Let's see what else. Okay. Now this is a fucking touchy subject right here. So if you're sensitive, please just don't watch me no more because trigger alert. Trigger alert. But in all honesty, it needs to be said. So, censorship. You can't stop people from speaking their mind. You just can't. It's not gonna work. You can tell them to shut the fuck up, but just like that movie Friday with Debo and what's his name? I don't know what his name is, but that one dude, he's like, I got mind control over Debo. Debo will be like, shut the fuck up. I'll be quiet. But as soon as he turns around, I keep talking. So same thing's gonna go around if you try to censor people. It's not gonna work. You can't tell people not to say a certain something, or you just can't. You just can't. It's not gonna work. What I'm talking about though is the word nigga. You can't tell people not to say nigga because as soon as you're not looking, they're gonna just say it. And that's why you have all these toxic environments in the social platform. So you have a bunch of racism everywhere. And you're not gonna end racism by telling people not to talk. You're just not gonna. It's not gonna work. You gotta the only solution to a bad idea and a bad conversation really is a better one, a good one. It's the only solution. If you tell people to shut the fuck up and stop them from speaking their mind, it's just gonna get 10 times worse. That's why you have all these toxic environments. Like, if you ever play Call of Duty, oh my gosh, the toxicity in that environment is ridiculous. All you hear is the N word, and not even with the A, with the hard R. But you gotta have mind control over that shit. You really do. Because it's kind of crazy that something that some old white motherfucker made up is still affecting today's youth. Come on, man. Those motherfuckers didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. That shit is a fucking place in Africa. Nigga and nigger both are rivers, and I'm not sure if they're states or cities. They're somewhere in Africa. It really means nothing in Africa. You can go and say that and no one even cares because it means nothing. It's just a river at that. You're calling someone a river? The idea that you're going to let someone control your emotions with some words, it's crazy. Okay, let's say you take a swing at someone that calls you the N-word. Now what? Now you got some witnesses, and now you're arrested for fucking battery and assault. Good luck telling the officer he called you a name. They're not gonna give a fuck. So why let it get to you? It doesn't even matter. That shit just doesn't even matter. Fuck it. Fuck them. Ten out of 10. Those motherfucking white motherfuckers that were calling black people that got their bitches fucked by black motherfuckers. So, fuck them. Justice was served. There's no need to still let that shit haunt you, man. Just let that shit go. And I kind of related to this word. It's so Obamacare was coined to make fun of that name. So Obama was trying to come out with some health care, and I'm not sure who. Let's just say Trump. I'm not sure exactly who. Let's just say Trump. Trump was like, oh, you're coming out with a Medicare, okay, Obamacare, trying to make fun of it, and then it caught on. He's like, you know what, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and call it that, and it's stuck. It's good. Same thing got to be done with the word nigga. Like, fuck it, it's a cool word, man. It's a cool word. I love my niggas. Okay. Give me a second. Let me try to read up what else I wrote down. I've been dotting down a lot of fucking ideas while I've been away. But yeah, pretty much just why give them the power, you know? Don't give them the power to fucking affect your emotions so much. Chill, smoke, meditate. In all honesty, nothing even matters. Not me, not you, not nothing, not no one. None of it matters anyways. The world's gonna keep spinning. How long have we been here? How long have humans been here? How long has this earth been spinning? Almost unlimited, really, and it's gonna keep spinning unlimited. I die, you die, no matter what. That shit just gonna keep spinning. It's gonna keep going around and around. So, fuck it. In all honesty, race in general is just kind of fucking silly. It's so silly. Like, when people ask me about where I'm from, what city I'm from, oh, I'm on this side of the fucking town and you're on that side of the town. So, what really different is it? You know, we both went to shitty fucking schools. We both probably got arrested. We both probably got fucking sold drugs. What? Who cares? Who cares? It don't matter what fucking city you're from. We're all human. End of the day. Even when people talk about like someone being Mexican, someone being Salvadorian, someone whatever. Those shits all come from like the same 2-3 tribes. The Incas, the Aztecs, and I don't know who else. Maya. You're not much different. The only difference really is that the Europeans came and fucked people over in different ways. So now my history isn't all there, but Mexican, you guys don't even fucking you guys don't even speak your native language. Spanish isn't even your native language. Spain, that shit comes from Spain. That shit came when you guys got conquered and you guys became slaves for 300, 400 years, generation after generation. They brainwashed you and gave you guys a language that you guys adopted, and now that's all you guys speak is Spanish. And it's just silly. It's silly, really. It's not silly. It's silly how they act towards like people down south of them. It's almost like the same deal how Americans treat Mexicans. Mexicans treat down south worse too because of where they're from, but it's just different fucking politics. And US politics is all up in everywhere else's politics, if that makes sense. They're in bed with everyone, so everyone's being ran by the same fucking people, the same fucking I don't know what else is the same, but it's just meant to divide everyone, really. Doesn't make sense why someone's like, oh, they're Salvadorian, we're Mexican. Like, get out of here. You guys are all human. Got fucked over different and created different politics to keep you guys even more divided, really. What we need is unity. Unity, as corny as it sounds. Any other way just doesn't make sense. Okay, another trigger alert. This is Pop Smoke. So this man died by getting his house broken into. They shot him. I don't know if they stole anything, but I think it was an attempt robbery. The people got arrested for it already, but it's like, if you listen to his lyrics, I gotta stop saying like, but if you listen to his lyrics, he goes, in one of his songs, Sorry if I butcher it. I don't really listen to Pop Smoke, but bust in the door, make him see the Lord. He wrote the blueprints on how to kill him on his death and then he posted his address on live on accident. Probably not even on live, on a video. Posted on his story. And sure enough, someone busted in his door and made him see the Lord. And if you're fucking blabbering about busting in people's houses and killing people, man, guarantee another kid listened to those fucking lyrics and looked up to this dude Pop Smoke so much and just went and did that. I know it's not Pop Smoke's fault, but what the fuck, bro? You influence a kid to do that? Don't be surprised when that shit happens to you. Like, for instance, this dude NLE Choppa. He's not talking about killing no one. You're not gonna fucking see no one run up on him and kill him unless it's the fucking government. Straight up. And then in that case, he won't even be murdered. He'll be martyred. He'll be assassinated, really, I forgot the word for it, but he would die for a cause. Instead of just dying to be a statistic, he had to get Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King was killed by the FBI. They tried to get him to kill himself. And did you guys know that Martin Luther King didn't even die by the gunshots? Let me hit this blunt. Hold on. He survived the gunshots. He was in the hospital recovering. And I'm not sure if it was FBI or CIA. One of them went in there and snuffed him with a pillow. They even lost the lawsuit for this and had to pay Martin Luther King's family for this. This is all declassified. You can go and search shit up on your own. Like, seriously, I don't know why I brought that up, but oh yeah, NLE Choppa and King Von. See, you just can't be preaching shit like that, man. The kids are listening. You can't go around talking about that shit. I mean, you can talk about it, but don't go around preaching it like that's what you do. Because believe me, these kids look up to you guys, but they will follow in that direction. I remember looking up to rappers all day and just dream about doing what the shit that they were doing, because I would think that would get me to where they were at. Who doesn't want to do that? People are so easily malleable and influenced, like, it's crazy. You gotta just be more positive at it. Stop spewing that negative hate shit. That shit's not good. It's not good for no one. He'd be a mercenary. There you go. That's the word. Mercenary. Oh, wait. I don't even know if that's the word. Hopefully it is. Trump being deplatformed. That's another thing. So, who cares about him? But just the thought of it. The fact that the government and social medias have the power to just shut you out because they don't like something that you say. What, for spreading false information? That's what they're starting to do now too. Trump was for inciting some riots or whatever, but if you read it like word by word, it's not even really like he said. It was kind of like, there's that fucking word, like, but it's similar to not quite saying it, but the fact that they could do that, the fucking president, they could definitely do any of us in an instant. So it's not really something to fucking be so happy, and it's not something to celebrate, really. because this shit could happen to any of us now. Imagine if a president starts saying, this government is messed up, it's time for a revolution. Just like that. He's inciting riots, he can no longer speak, he'll be deplatformed, he can't even talk to you guys no more. That message probably wouldn't even get to you guys no more, because it'd get to whoever's controlling it and then just get removed. It's going to be more monitored now. Two weeks before John F. Kennedy was assassinated, he was talking about, give me a second. He was talking about all these Skull and Bones clubs, how they're really controlling everything, and how their mistakes don't get brought to light. They get swept under the rug. When you have stuff like this, you can never learn from it. He was really talking about I don't even want to say it because then they're gonna be on my shit. But the military, what's the word? The military complex, I think. That might not be the word for it, but he was mainly talking about them. And 2 weeks later, assassinated. And that's really the last president that tried to warn us about anything like that. Okay. Let's see what else. I have this theory, but I'm not quite sure. So, I think that there was a point when if there was a Big Bang, whatever, there was a time where the entire universe was at room temperature, and during this time, bacteria grew everywhere, and then it spread out and became heat and got hotter and hotter, and then shit just started popping up. You got all these planets here and there, all these solar systems, and then you get life teeming everywhere, all over the cosmos. I think we'll find life in this solar system, to be honest. If we go to another planet and land on their moons, particularly like Jupiter, because on the bigger planets they can generate their own heat. They don't even need the sun, so they don't even need to be that close to the sun. And this, having a planet at room temperature, it's perfect. Life will grow on it for sure. I think life is inevitable everywhere. And our solar system is probably not intelligent, but in other solar systems, for sure. I mean, shit, there might be something in our solar system watching us. There's all these declassified shit about UFOs now. It's crazy. Starting to be more open about it. There was apparently like the cigar-shaped comet that came around us, in 2017, and this Harvard professor is claiming that it's evident that it was extraterrestrial because of the speed it came and which it left. It came in hot and it pretty much left hot, and apparently it's this type of technology that we're working on now that heats up. I don't know if it heats up, but it uses solar flares for energy, and that was evident that it was some sort of foreign object, not really a comet, because fuck, I wish I could speak more intelligent about this shit. Sound better, but my words just can't form right now. But something with the speed it consisted of, like, a comment may be consistent. This one was kind of off, the speed of it. And also, if it was a comment, it'd have this like ice flare behind it. There was no ice flare behind this so-called comment. And what I read that was kind of interesting is that there might have not even been anything on it. It might have been like some autopilot spaceship that had nothing in it, or probably motherfuckers hibernating or something in it, or just some like autopilot spaceship that they either forgot about or died on, and it's just, like I said, teaming everywhere, so it's just one of unlimited of them. Let's see what else I got. Oh, so here's another point on why censorship doesn't work. People in jail, no matter what, tell them not to talk about something, they're going to talk about it. They have languages in there that people haven't even been able to decode. I think they speak Mayan or something like that. I don't know. Some language, and they'll write each other letters, and if those messages don't go through, they even got more creative on that. And this is people with nothing but time on their hands. So maybe someone like me or you can't think of shit like this, but people are fucking nuts, man. They will find a way, one way or another. That's what they do. This is how they send notes. They'll fucking flush a note with like wire, and somehow they'll be able to tell which room the note goes to by the pipelines, and they'll deliver the message like that. The other person will grab it from the toilet right back, and the other person will pull it back from the fucking sewage system, bro, from one room to another. No way I could ever think of doing some shit like that, but people do it. You can't stop people from talking. You just can't. It's not gonna work. Never will. Dude, the fucking vice president. Sorry. Drink some water. The president of the United States, there's a video of him sleeping on CNN during a fucking interview. Let me see if I can fucking find this real quick. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. Oh my gosh, it's golden. It's golden. Oh shit, the video was manipulated. Damn it. How golden. How golden. They got me. They got me. Sorry. That's another thing. I won't ever lie to you guys. Now if I say some shit and I believe it's true, sorry. But never intentionally. No one can ever pay me $1 million to lie. Okay, maybe a billion, but I'll eventually tell you guys. I wouldn't force feed you guys some bullshit. No way. No way. Okay. Water. So this is not even something till I realized just recently, but apparently the United States, there's only two countries that ever clean their water with fluoride and chloride. The United States and Germany, back when it was a Nazi when it was a Nazi regime. Now they got clean ass water, but the reason that Hitler said he put chloride in the water was, he said it was the easy. I'm looking for my lighter. My lighter's right here. It was the easiest way to calcify the pineal gland. When you do that, you can get people to follow and do anything. And the fucking when the United States ended that war, what was it? World War I, World War Two. Um, Operation Paperclip. Operation Paperclip. They just took all the fucking best Nazi scientists and put them in NASA. You can let me fucking find you a picture. Find you a picture real quick. Okay, I am just a really shitty Googler, so never mind the picture. But there's a picture of a whole bunch of Nazi scientists that took a picture when NASA first opened up in front of the spaceship, and there's this one Nazi scientist that used to hang the four slowest working Jews every day in front of I think his rocket, if I'm not mistaken. And he was one of the scientists that we brought in to work at NASA, and a whole bunch of other fucking Germans too. But we sent a bunch of them to Argentina. That's why you see a lot of blue-white people down there, blonde, and all over the place. Really, I think the creator of Bayer, he's a Nazi scientist. We just adopted him, really, and took their ideas and applied it to us. It's kind of sad, really. Oh, so drink spring water. Don't drink water that's purified, because they clean it with chloride, and all you're doing is calcifying your pineal gland. Just drink spring water. Okay. You don't need to eat every day. And if you do, which you don't need to eat all day. And if you're hungry, if you're fasted, really, and you work out, it makes it like 3 times, 6 times more effective. But when you eat, don't just crash your system by eating a whole bunch of fucking sugar and bread. You gotta eat some nutritional food like some grass-fed beef. Grass-fed is so much more healthier than corn-fed beef. I also think it tastes more delicious too, but put it to you like this: you are not what you eat. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Eat. If that makes sense. If you give a cow a whole bunch of shit, you're gonna be eating shit. If you give your cow some healthy shit, you're gonna be eating some healthy shit. Not some diseased ass animal, you know? You're gonna have a happy cow. You're gonna feel so much better. And here's another thing. Being a vegetarian is not more healthy for you. It's not. If you do, which is fine, it doesn't even protect more animals. It's so much more fucked up because all kind of rodents are constantly trying to get to it, or bees are trying to pollinate it, and you got pesticides all on them. You have tractors that just fucking kill any rodent that's going anywhere near them. I think even the pesticides fuck up the rodents. You got gophers, you got fucking bunnies, all kinds of cute shit just dead. It kills way more animals than just one cow. A cow could feed you for like 2 years. Let's see. Oh, and you get so much more nutrients from the meat when you cook it. It releases all kinds of stuff from the animal that just goes straight to the surface, and you bite into that, you get everything. You get everything you need. Not sure if you get everything. You still got to supplement with some stuff. Omega-3 fats. You'd have to supplement that. That's the only way you can get that is fish. But even fish is fucked up because all the mercury. Fish is delicious, but that's fucked up for you too. You can't just eat fish. But I mean, if you do, you do. Cool. But animals, man, they're meant to die. They're not here to live. If they are, they just start fucking up the environment just as much as we are. You know, deer and elk, they'll start decimating the grass and all the crops if no wolves are around to eat them. So everything's got to die. Might as well eat it. Birth control. Now, I am for birth control, but it fucks up your body so much. Like the pill, it literally makes you a different person. Like, look it up. There's all kinds of shit it can cause. Like, maybe there's that word like, but I'm kind of talking out of my ass with this, but maybe schizophrenia. It makes you have different personalities. That shit's fucked up, man. People got to do some research on that before they start taking it. I know condoms suck, but fuck. There needs to be another method. There really does. If anyone's ever wondering how to sneak weed on a plane, if they're not X-raying, just put it on your body. If they are X-raying, it's just the color orange in a X-ray, just like your luggage, so it won't even look like nothing. What would look like something is maybe a container you'd keep it in, like a plastic container, that would probably show on the X-ray. Um, you gotta kind of like saran wrap it, but that's not enough because the smell. Oh my gosh! I recently flew on a plane and I got past the fucking X-ray. I got past it. No, sorry, there was no X-ray. There was an X-ray for my luggage. I had weed on there too, just in case I got caught with my weed. But I had it on my person, and it was a metal detector. You can even bypass the the X-rays in the United States. You got to tell them some bullshit. This is what I said last time when I flew with weed. I said, "Oh, I don't want to go through the body scan. You know, too much radiation." And the TSA agent was like, "The plane is radiation." And I was like, "It's a balance, man. I don't want to have too much radiation." He's like, "All right, come through." He patted me down, had it in my ball sack. He's like, "All right, you're good." And I was golden. But this other time I flew, it was in a fucking country where weed is just illegal. So it was so scary. Um, I got past the, I got past the X-ray with the luggage, and then they did a metal detector. Got past that. I didn't get patted down that time, but when I got through, and this is however long the statute limitation for this shit is, okay? But I got through, and I had maybe 2-3 ounces on me. The entire plane smelled like fucking weed. It was the scariest thing of my life. And I could swear the flight attendants were coming around and fucking lingering by me. Fucking lingering. I was so scared. I couldn't even. I tried to sleep. There was no way. My heart was pounding too much. So be careful with that. You gotta. And this is the thing. I double vacuum sealed it, and I guess in the moment of walking around everywhere, it snapped open one. So I double wrapped it. One snapped open, and it had the whole plane reeking. So make sure you vacuum seal that motherfucker real good, real good. Test ride that motherfucker. Walk around the city first. There needs to be a. It's fucked up because they have weed illegal. They can't do enough studies on it. They need to MRI a brain and just study it and have them go through all kinds of stuff to just see what goes on. Because on anything, if I have any problem with almost anything, I just smoke a blunt and I don't have a problem anymore. I'm just high. Fuck it. They're gonna start letting transgender kids participate in opposite sex sports as long as that's how they identify. Fucked up. It's just fucked up because if I was a kid going to school, I'd easily say I was a girl just to go in the fucking girls' locker room, see some titties. If that's how you identify, that's fine, but you can't participate in a girl sport, man. You got by default, your genetics are just, you got stronger back muscle. It's just not right. It's not fair. It's not fair. What the hell? Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys can hear that fucking ruckus. You know, the word marijuana wasn't even a fucking word until the United States government made it a word. It's always been called cannabis. That's even where the word canvas comes from. It was derived from cannabis. They called it that because they said it was a Mexican tobacco. And they used that to lock up all the Mexicans because during World War II. So Germany was World War One. World War II, we were in Vietnam. And during World War II, we had a whole bunch of United States military in other countries. So, Vietnam, I guess. And we had we didn't think that women were able to work our jobs, so we got a whole bunch of Mexicans on work visas. And when the war was over, we're like, fuck, we got all these Mexicans. How are we gonna kick them out? We associated marijuana with Mexicans, so they were able to arrest a whole bunch of them and deport them for weed. If they didn't have weed, shit, fuck it, plant it on them. Sure, they did that. Even crack and all that was pushed by the government and purposely flooded the streets of minority populations because there was a thing where if you sold real estate, you were only able to sell to whites in this area. You were only able to sell to blacks in this area and Mexicans in this area. So that's why you have all these segregated areas now, is because of that. And it just made it super easy for them to flood the streets with crack dealers and crack users and all that. Fucked them up. Still to this day. All that shit's pushed by the government. Still to this day, there's a whole bunch of United States military guarding poppy fields in Afghanistan. Like, what the fuck is that all about? They're pushing that. It might be 90 or 95% of all the heroin comes from Afghanistan or the Middle East. Saudi Arabia? I don't know. No, I think it's Afghanistan. What the fuck is that about? Okay. That wraps it up for today. Thank you guys. Sorry for the delay. I would try to come through with a lot more content, but fuck. Motherfuckers got bills to pay, So if you want to sponsor me, all I really need is weed. Keep the content flowing. Alright, bitches. I'll see you guys. Hugs and kisses.